What is going on, you guys? Welcome to today's video. It is a very big day because we got Mark II parts in the mail. Now, I am still missing my front brake rotors, the coil pack, and the spark plugs, but the biggest thing we need right now is the radiator, and it's here. Now, the rest of the parts should be here tomorrow, but I'm just hyped because the radiator is here, and that is the biggest piece we need. So let's go ahead and spin the Mark II around and get started. Alright, it is time for this very leaky radiator to get on out of here. If you haven't seen before, down towards the bottom, I'll show you on this one, probably like here or somewhere there's a crack, or maybe the fitting's broken, I'm not quite sure, but it's leaking down towards the bottom, and we can't be having that. Now, I've never pulled a radiator out of a Mark II before, but I have pulled one out of a Corrado, which virtually the engine bay wise is almost the exact same thing. We've got a mount here, we've got a mount there, got to move the AC lines out of the way. Upper hose, lower hose, and the whole thing should come this way and then up and out. Alright, not too bad, maybe 15 minutes, and our old radiator is officially out. You can see down here what our actual problem was. I'm not seeing a crack. Not sure, but somewhere in here there's damage, which is why it's leaking. So, old one is out. Before the new one goes in, let's just do a quick test, set them side by side. I didn't measure before I ordered this, but just to make sure. Set them side by side, always gotta check first. That looks good, that looks good. Ports are the same, top one's the same, little brackets, good. So, we ordered the correct one, always nice to see. There might be other ways to pull the radiator out of a Mark II. The reason I pulled the grill off and the headlight out because I want to get back into here and hit that one right there because the condenser is attached to the radiator. I didn't want to pull the condenser out as well, I just wanted the radiator. So, it is out. I'm gonna clean down there a little bit and then we're good. I should check this bottom hose. It'd be kind of funny if the hose was just cracked a little bit and that was leaking, but it was like way to the side of the hose, so I don't think it was that, but we'll double check. I'm pretty sure, you can see on here, where it's been leaking. So it should be this. Either way, got a nice new one. So I've gone ahead and swapped the sensor from the old one over to the new one, and that's the only part we need to actually transfer. Everything else is just brand new on this one and good to go. So we are ready to install our new radiator. Nice. All right, easy enough. New radiator's in. Go through, plug everything back up, put all the pieces back together, fill the system up, and hope and pray there's no more leaks. All right, the Jetta is officially back together. Everything is plugged in, bolted down. Hoses are back on their spot, and everything looks to be good to go. Gotta fill it up, let it run, and hope we have no leaks. So I went ahead, filled up the entire car with just water. Now we can check for leaks. The car is not even on yet, and look at this down there. Remember how I said I was gonna check that lower hose for like a crack or something? Well, I didn't, I forgot. And I'm pretty sure that there's a hole in that bottom hose, because obviously the radiator itself is brand new and you can see where it's dripping from on like that backside there. Yeah, I think I did all this for kind of nothing. I mean, it is good to have a new radiator in the car, but yeah, I forgot to check the hose, and I think that hose, well, I know, I can see it. I know the hose now is leaking on the bottom side. Well, that's no fun. Okay, so before I give up on this and actually buy a new lower radiator hose, I think there's a chance the original hose clamp, like these ones you can see right here, I think there's a chance that that one is probably still the original one from 1987, and it's just not strong enough anymore to hold the hose tight enough on the outlet, and that's why it's leaking, versus the hose actually being bad. So what I want to do is get an actual adjustable hose clamp, put it on the lower hose, crank it down super tight, and see if that fixes the problem. Now, of course, the second I want an adjustable hose clamp, I can't find it anywhere. I have them somewhere, but it's in a box, and I can't find it. So quick run to AutoZone, get some hose clamps, crank it down super tight, and fingers crossed that fixes our problem. Otherwise, have to order a new lower rad hose and do some more waiting. The VR6 sound, it's so good. Sorry, camera. Lost a little bit there. Oh, this thing sounds so nice. Okay, we're done. We're done. I don't know if the camera picked up any of that audio, but for me, it sounded fantastic. Hose clamps acquired. Oh, what a beauty. And look at this. Got me a nice little Evo. That good old AutoZone pickup. Pretty cool. You know, even though this car is far from being the loudest VR6, it's like the perfect daily sound. Listen. Like, it's just enough that it's not like, it's not over the top and like blowing everyone's eardrums out. But it has such a great just... It's so good. Hopefully you can hear that at all, but it's so good. I do think I might want it a little bit louder, but as a daily car, when you want just a bit of sound out of it when you get on it, I mean, it sounds like, oh, it's so good, so good. I'll never get tired of that. Again, I don't know if the camera picked up any of that, but I can hear it and I'm having a good time, and it's all that matters really. Yeah, the Mark II 1000% needs the 3.6 in it. It's just something about the VR6, it's so smooth sounding and has a nice little growl to it. Just, I'll never get over it. It's such an amazing sound, like just, woo! I'll never not love that. All right, everyone right now, say a prayer. The hose clamp here will do the trick. All right, so we now have a new hose clamp on the top right there, and then one way down there at the bottom, both of which tighten super, super tight. So fingers crossed, there's no issue. And I felt the bottom of this hose down here. I don't feel any type of like hole or cracking like that. So I'm really hoping it's just a hose clamp not being tight enough. All right, so the reservoir is full, system has been filled up. And now if you look down there, there is no more water dripping, because before, as soon as I filled it up, it started leaking right away. And now with the new hose clamp, there is no more water leaking. So there is a very good chance the last radiator was fine and I just had a loose hose clamp on the bottom. Maybe when I went through into the water pump and I was moving the hoses down there, it got pushed a little bit, or I mean, like I said, it's probably a 35-year-old hose clamp, never been changed, and it just was at its time where I couldn't hold the hose tight enough anymore. So we did a lot of work for a hose clamp, but I will say very, very nice to have a brand new radiator. That way I know it's good to go and it's gonna last for quite a long time. And now we have nice new hose clamps there and there. So I know neither one of those are gonna leak. And I think we're good. So we'll go ahead and start the car up, let it run for a little bit, and just make sure we're actually good. But I think we're all set. So I guess learn from my mistakes. If you have a leaky radiator, check your hose clamps first, because they could be bad like mine. But I swear when I first saw that leak, it was way to the right of where the actual hose outlet was. So I swear it was actually the radiator. And looking at my old one, it had signs of something dripping down it. So maybe that one was bad, maybe it wasn't. It may have been just my hose clamp. Either way, we got a new radiator, no more leak. Well, I gotta let it run first, but fingers crossed, no more leak. That was like an insta start. Good job, car. So the car's been running for about 10 minutes now. I don't see any leaks anywhere. The car's holding temp, so I think we're gonna go quick drive to the gas station, then back home, and then probably call it a day. It is not even October yet, and I'm seeing Christmas lights. What's happening? All right, no power steering. Back on the road again. In the Mark II. Oh, just a race car. Now, my cluster light right now is currently on, but I can't see anything. So I definitely need to put new lights in my cluster, because I genuinely cannot see my speedo. Like, I can barely see my speedo. Like on the camera, you can't see it at all. I see my OXS light, I need to reset that still, but like I can't even see the speedo on the camera screen at all. It's so dark. The light's on, but like barely. Oh yeah. Just a nice cruise. Look at the sky. Oh, she's just a cruiser. Oh, I love this car. Everything feels smooth so far. I can still see my coolant. It's holding temp, which is nice. That's always good. The sky looks awesome right now. Quick little cruise to the shell right over there, but doing good. Temp still holding as far as I can kind of see. And then hopefully tomorrow the new brake pads will be here, the new brake rotors will be here. We can do all that, the ignition stuff. And then she's pretty much ready to cruise. But I would show you, but you can't see. Idling smooth, we're heading over there to the shell. The car's idling super, super nice. My headlights are on, yeah, I can see my headlights are on. This thing just has like no cluster lights. Get the end spot over here. Oh, what a beauty. No problems at all. All right, now you can kind of see idling smooth, still holding temp. Good car. Let's check for leaks to make sure we're good to go. All right, so I forgot to bring the pliers, so I can't pop the hood, but as long as there's no like coolant or just water on the ground. Ooh, there's not. Focus camera, come on, do this for me. There it is, look at that, boom. Dry, nothing down there. A little bit of smoke coming off the front because I spilled water everywhere, it's just kind of burning off. But she's good. No more leaks. Driving smooth. I have 0 cluster lights, but it is what it is. Do my lights work? Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, what a beauty she is. Absolute beauty. The $300 Mark II Jetta from Bismarck is alive and well. New starter, new water pump, new housing, now new radiator, and she's just ready to do anything at this point. Ladies and gentlemen, I just discovered something amazing. So, switch for headlights on, and I was like, I have no cluster lights at all. There's a little switch right here. You kind of let it move like this. Oh, see that? It's not a lot, but look at it. From nothing to on. Oh, look at that. Wow. Big move, people. Big moves here. Look at that. All right, let's start up our race car here. Hopefully don't scare anybody. Woo-hoo-hoo. She's just too good. And with the cluster lights, big fan of that. Listen, we've got a race car on our hands. We have cluster lights and no more leaks. This is almost too much for one day. All right, my beauty. Take me home. Oh, absolute race car. Little brop, you know? Little rev action. Woo! She's too fast. Power! She's so fast. I'm just enjoying this car greatly. Look, you can actually see my my cluster now. How nice is that? Little things, you know. Pulling some G's in the corner. Woo! Not too bad. And done. Good car. Very good car. I checked under the car again, still no leaks anywhere, so I'm gonna say it. I believe our leak is completely fixed, and I do believe it may have been just an old worn out hose clamp. It is what it is. We have a brand new radiator now, so I know that's good to go, and we have nice new hose clamps, so it is what it is. Another thing the car is probably gonna need at some point, so may as well knock it out now, and it's good to go. The rest of the parts should be here tomorrow. We can knock out the brakes, the fuel filter, spark plugs, coil pack, all that kind of fun stuff. And then after that, we can just cruise in this car and enjoy it. And actually, one of our first places we need to go is the muffler shop and have the race car toned down just a little bit. I don't care if it's a race car, but it needs a muffler, and I want a nice exhaust tip in the back, so gotta square that away very, very soon. But yeah, there she is. Little Mark II, just doing big things. I love this car. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Do not forget, be thankful for every single day. See you guys next time. Peace.